welcome to Maths class. Today in this video we are going to learn a new chapter. Now so far we have completed chapter number 7 and for your UT2 I have already uploaded the syllabus in Telegram and again I am telling you have to prepare chapter number 7 and chapter number 9 for UT2 exam. So let us begin with the class. So here I am with chapter number 9, which is metric measurement. Now in this chapter we are going to learn how to measure things. In mathematics, like we have certain units to measure things. Now what do we understand by things? Things means all the material like which we see around us. Like for example, if we talk about like in your surrounding, you can see many other things. Suppose you are sitting in your bedroom, you can see bed, almirah, then you can find table. All right. If you can also get to see some water bottles kept here. So these are the things which we get to see. Now in terms of measurement, suppose we have to measure certain things. Now, what can be measured? What are the things which can be measured? Like, for example, if I talk about a bed, so I can measure the size of the bed, right? So, what is the size? Like, what is the length of the bed? What is the the width of the bed? So, these are the things which we can measure in bed. Now, if I talk about water, so what can be measured in water? We can measure the weight, the quantity, not weight, the quantity, or we can say the capacity of water, that the container in which the water is filled in. Now we can just if we take in hand water, the amount of water which is coming in my hand and the amount of water which will be in your hand will not be same. So that measurement will become wrong. Okay. So that's an incorrect measurement. So for that we need to have a standard measurement or standard unit. Okay. So in terms of liquid, when we measure the capacity, we measure the volume. So you will not understand what is volume right now, but the capacity. And in simple language, if I say, it is the quantity, the amount of water or the amount of liquid which is present, or it is the container is containing. Okay, so liquid, in case of liquid we will be measuring the capacity or the amount of the liquid. Now if we talk about say vegetables, grocery items, and of course in our body also, if we have to measure in our body certain things, like we can measure our height, we can measure the weight of our body. So if we have to measure the weight of our body, then how can we measure? You must have seen sometimes the measuring machines are there for weight, for measuring the weights of a person. The measuring machines are there, devices are there by which you can measure the your weight. So that you can see in the hospitals, in the clinics, as well as you can see there are certain on the outside on the roadside also you can see people sit with a machine which can help you to measure your weight. So what we are learning actually here, we are trying to measure the length, height, okay, the capacity, the also the weight or the mass of anything. So you can see here I have drawn certain things or some materials. These are all non living things. So of which we are going to measure. We will be measuring the length. We will be measuring. We'll try to learn to measure the capacity. We'll try to learn to measure the weight. But for learning all these things, we need to have standard or certain unit. Now, what is the meaning of unit? Now, in olden days, when we had to measure certain things, we used to have a rough estimation. Now, say for example, suppose when we have to measure the time, okay. So, at times no, say for example, if we had to measure a piece of cloth. Now, what the person used to do in olden days, because there was no measuring tape, there was no particular device to measure the length of the cloth. So what he used to do, either he used to use his hand span, like see, there are few things in your book also you can get to see. The person used to use say cubits, okay, or also handspan. Now what is handspan, what is cubit, what are these terms? If we suppose, if I have to measure a pencil, I want to measure a pencil, so I can either use like no, from one end of the thumb tip to the like no, to the end of the little finger. This is called handspan. This is handspan. This is my one handspan. Now my handspan and your handspan will not be same, of course, because you are smaller in size, so your handspan will be smaller than my one. Okay, so then again, if I have to measure a pencil, my hand, if I will measure, it may be one handspan. Okay, but if you measure, it may become two handspan, because your handspan is small. Okay, so now again this is becoming incorrect measurement. In the similar way, if I am using finger, one finger, okay, for measuring the pencil, so if I measure, it may be say around 2 finger or 3 finger, but if you measure, it may be more than that. Why? Because your, again, your body size is small, so your the body organs will also be, the body parts will also be small, like your hand will be small in size, so your hand span will also be small in size. Now this is hand span. Now what is it, what is hand span? It is like from one tip of the thumb to the tip of the little finger. This is called hand span. Now when we talk about say like from the elbow, tip of the elbow till the tip of the middle finger, okay, so that measurement is called cubits, 1 cubit. And we sometimes, like no, you must have seen when children are playing and they have to measure the length or the distance, we can say the distance of the ground where they are playing, so they use the footsteps. Now if I measure, suppose if I want to measure this room, the length of the room from here till that, till the door, so if I measure with my foot, it may be say around 10 to 12 feet. But when you measure, it will be more than that. Again, why? The same reason. The size is varying. Okay. So we that is why all this measurement, these are all non-standard measurement. Why is it called non-standard? Because it is not like same in all the cases. Had it been same in all the cases, like when I am measuring and you are also measuring, it should come the same measurement. If it would have been that way, then like we can say that it's a standard measurement, but it is not. So that's why it is considered to be the non-standard measurement. Okay, so that is why this finger, span, cubits, feet, all this measurement were discarded. Discarded means disapproved. They were not approved. Why? Because they are showing different readings, different measurement in different person. Alright, so that is why it was discarded, and that's why it is also known as non-standard units. Now, when we talk about the standard units, for every measurement, like when we are measuring length, there's a standard unit. When we are measuring say capacity, no, I told you, when we measure any liquid quantity, then it's called capacity. So when we are measuring capacity of any liquid quantity, then it's like there's a standard unit. When we are measuring the weight or the mass of any quantity or any item or any material, then there's a standard quantity. So we are going to learn the same thing. Now you can see here, when we are measuring say height, length, distance, then there's a standard the standard unit for measuring length, we say it is meter. I can write over here and I will show you. See. So for measuring height, okay, length, distance, there's a standard unit which is called meter. METER. Okay, this spelling is also acceptable, and there is another spelling METRE. Both are correct. Okay, so over here you need to learn this spelling. So for measuring any length or any height of any object, or say the distance of any place, okay, from one place to another, from one position to another, from one space to another space, then we measure the distance, isn't it? So for measuring height, length, distance, we have a standard unit which is called meter. Now the next one, you can see I have drawn milk bottle, water, a glass of water, then juice bottle. So what are these? They are liquid in nature. All these are liquid in nature. So when we measure any liquid quantity, like oil is also liquid form, okay, we can say. So when we measure any liquid quantity, then we say we are measuring the capacity of this quantity, or we are measuring the capacity of this item. So for measuring the capacity of any item, we use a standard unit which is called liter. LITRE. Okay, so when we are the abbreviation, or we can say the short form of meter, then we say small m, for liter small l. And now here you can see when we are measuring the weight of anything, when we are measuring the heaviness of any object, when we are measuring the mass of any object, then there is a standard quantity or the standard unit which is called kg, kilogram, kilogram. Okay, and the short form of it is, we can write here K capital and G small. Okay, so these are the the standard unit of different measurements. For length we use meter, for capacity we use liter, and for weight or mass we use kilogram. Okay, so you can see in your book also, the first one is to measure the length. How to measure the length? Now for measuring the length, like suppose if I ask you to measure the length of your book, to measure the length of your notebook, to measure the length of your pencil box, to measure the length of your pencil, what would you use? Easily you can use your scale. Okay, you can use your scale to measure it. And if you see a small scale, it is like a small scale which has the which can measure till 15 centimeter. 15 centimeter is the maximum limit to measure any object. So if you have to measure a bigger, say for example like this book, now if I use a 15 centimeter scale, then what do I have to do? I have to mark, say suppose it is like the 15 centimeter scale is coming till here. I have to put a tick mark here, and then again from here I can start. So if you have seen a scale, suppose you can see here in your book also there is one scale which is of 10 centimeter. It is shown 10 centimeter, and a pencil is being measured, and the length of this pencil is coming to be 8 centimeter. You can also measure your pencil and you can write down. I'll give you a task which you can do it at home, and you can measure with the help of your scale. Now, in order to measure, how to measure length of any item or any object, how do we use the scale? What is the proper way of using the scale? You can see in a scale, the scale starts from 0 point or 0 mark, and then there are small 10 divisions. Okay, after the 10 divisions, 10th division, on the 10th division you will see 1 is written. So that small divisions are read as 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter, 3 millimeter, like there are 10 millimeters. So 110 millimeter is making 1 centimeter. Okay, so what you will do here, before I proceed further, what you will do, you will draw, like you can see the board here. I have drawn some objects here to measure height, length and distance. Then there are some objects which will measure the liquid or the capacity. You can write your capacity also. Capacity. Okay, like this. You are measuring the capacity of the liquid, and over here you can see we are trying to measure the weight, heaviness or the mass of the object. So you will draw this in your copy, okay, as it is drawn, and on top you will write the standard units of each measurement. Alright. Now after this you have to learn to know how to measure. I am not rubbing the meter. Why? Because I am going to start with the length. Okay. So what we have learned? We have learned that the standard unit for length is meter, the standard unit for capacity is liter, and the standard unit of weight is, or weight or mass you can say, is kg or kilogram. So we'll start with measure of length. Now again I am saying the standard unit of length is meter, METRE, and in short you can write small m. Okay. Now we are trying to learn and understand that how to measure a length of any object. So here you can see this is the scale I am trying to draw here. This is a scale, okay, and the scale starts with 0.5. Then there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 will be little longer. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here I am writing 1. So we can say 10 small division. Now this each small division is called 1 mm, 1 millimeter. Millimeter is the smallest unit in the length. Okay, so 10 millimeter is equal to 1 centimeter. Alright, 10 millimeter is equal to 1 centimeter. So again here it is 1, then I will start 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now this is 2 centimeter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 will be little longer. Okay. Now here it is 2 centimeter. Now 2 centimeter if I say, that means how many millimeter? 20 millimeter. 20 millimeter means 2 centimeter. If you start counting from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 10, then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 20 millimeter is equal to 2 centimeter. Like this it goes on. And if you see, if you try to read the small table, this ruler or scale, it is also known as ruler or it is also known as a scale. So when you try to read, you will find this kind of division. And a small ruler is of 15 centimeter, the bigger one is of 30 centimeter. It is just the double. Okay. Now when you see like these divisions, again I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is little longer. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So over here it will be 3 centimeter. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this scale which I have drawn on the board, it's only of 4 centimeter. Like this, when there will be say 100 centimeter. When it will be 100 centimeter, then this will become 1 meter. Okay. So see how the unit is gradually increasing. The smallest is millimeter, then bigger than millimeter is centimeter, and then bigger than centimeter is meter, and biggest one is, now this is 1 meter. Okay, 100 centimeter. Then when you will have 100 centimeter, then it will make 1 meter, and 1000 meter. When it will be 1000 meter, that will be equal to 1 kilometer. Okay. So these are the smaller and bigger units of what? These are the smaller and bigger units of length. So I am again, okay. So here what we have learned? We have learned the measure of length and the smaller and bigger units of length. The smallest unit of length is millimeter, and the biggest unit of length is kilometer. Okay. So now based on this, what you will be doing, I told you the earlier diagrams or the pictures what I had drawn on the board, that also you will copy. Now this also, after drawing those pictures, like in your copy, maths copy, you will write this. You will, the next page, in the next new page, you will write measure of length, and you will write this. Okay. Now after this, what you have to do, you will see in page number 116. Few questions are given based on the measure of length. You have been given few questions which are based on addition, subtraction. Okay. So, and also what problems are there. So what you are going to do, you will be doing only page number 116 and 117. These are addition based on carryover sums, without carryover sums. Also you have subtraction based on borrowing and without borrowing. So I don't think so I have to tell you this. You can very well see how the additions have been done. The columns are made. Like I'll show you one example here. Say you have to, whenever you do the addition or subtraction of length, always you have to make two columns. Over here meter and centimeter is only given. So every time you will make two columns. Meter is the bigger unit and centimeter is the smaller unit. Whatever numbers are given under meter, you will write under meter only. Like the first example you can see on page number 116. Add 19 meter, 28 centimeter. So I will write here 19. Okay. When you're writing in the box, your copy, in one box write one digit. Okay. Don't try to write in one box only 2 digit, 3 digit. Don't try to do this. In one box, one digit, and in another box, another digit. So 19 meter, 28 centimeter. The next one is 15 meter, 58 centimeter. 15 meter, 58 centimeter. Now you will add. Okay, separately. Of course, you are doing it together, but you have to add them separate. Like 8 plus 8 is 16. 6. Again carry over here 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 5 is 8. Okay, done. 9 plus 4 is 14. And carry over here 1, 3. So when you are writing the answer, your answer will be like this. 34 meter, 86 centimeter. Always do in this way. And always write the answer clearly. Okay, don't write without unit. If you are not using the unit, it is incorrect. You have to use the unit because we are learning metric measurement, and here units are very, very important. So you have to give importance to the unit. When you write the answer, always use the units. Okay, so Finally, what you have to do, you will be doing page number 116 and 117. And okay, now 118 also, you have word problems, but that I will do it in the next video. So till then, you just try to learn all these things, try to understand, take time to understand, and try to do as many questions which will help you to understand the concept. So that's all in this video. Thank you for watching the video. Have a good day and take care.